Okay, for this week's magic lesson, we're going to talk dragons, the secret weapon to everything, or your magic wand to everything. Since I seem to have made January manifestation month, and last week we talked about manifestation, I'm teaching manifestation classes. Almost everybody did New Year's resolutions. You want to know the single best helper that I know in helping you manifest? It's a dragon. Yep, yep. Very fancy dragon. Scary, isn't it? Ah! So I'm going to teach you how to create a dragon, your very own dragon. Um, get yourself a dragon. It doesn't have to be fancy. I actually use the least expensive, cheapest, funniest, cutest little dragons I can get because it cracks me up when I know how many like A-list movie stars and politicians and sports stars have this little dragon sitting on their altar or by their bed. But get yourself some kind of a dragon. But it can't just be a picture of a dragon or a tattoo of a dragon. Those can represent your dragon. You have to get something real and tangible because you're going to have to feed your dragon. So what we're going to create here is a fetish. Not like tickle my feet fetish, but a fetish like a real living entity out of an inanimate object. It's creating a spirit of dragon. We do it all the time. The spirit of fear, the spirit of my lucky rub the Buddha, my cat that goes like this, and the Asian star. All those things that we do, we create spirits. My lucky money tree. But the spirit of dragon is powerful. They've been around forever. In every culture, the Chinese dragon, the medieval dragon, mythology, religion, all this stuff. Because dragons are crossroads beasts. They're fire beasts. We love angels. Angels can do great. Angels do two things. They enlighten and they protect because they're dextral. They don't even have a sensual side to cause, shift, or change. But dragons live at the crossroads. They literally can go from heaven to heaven to earth, and they live at that crossroads. So if you have your very own dragon, you can be your working partner to help you. So, okay, and it doesn't have to have anything to do, you don't have to be a witch, you don't have to be a pagan. Everybody can have a dragon because it's working with energy and spirit of earth. And you are, as of now, of earth. So you could be Christian and have a dragon. You could be an atheist and have a dragon. So no complaints. So get yourself a dragon. Um, uh, give your dragon a name. He, she, it, gender fluid, you decide. I'm just going to go Puff because I always call my sample dragons Puff. Puff the magic dragon. You want to give your dragon a job. In my experience, lots of experience, personal assistant really is the best job because who doesn't need one? And number two, they could do something different every single day. You're Puff the Magic Dragon and you're my personal assistant. You're going to give me a long, happy life filled with love, adventure, money, whatever health, whatever it is you want. Because you are creating a real spirit, like the spirit of success or the spirit of struggle, you want to give it an end date because in 8 million years, you don't want it to be Patty's Dragon Puff because Patty's going to be somebody else, somewhere else, doing something else. So you Puff the Magic Dragon, you give me a long, happy life until I pass from this lifetime or until I don't want you anymore or until I don't need you anymore. Because if you throw it in the drawer one day and you go, I'm so tired of getting everything I want and having a dragon, he won't die and the dragon or she won't die. It dissipates up into the universe again. So until I don't want you or don't need you, or I pass from this life. Then, as in any good creation story, you are going to breathe life into your dragon. Your breath, remember, is your life force. It's your pneuma. The moisture in your breath is free will. So your mouth to your dragon's mouth, breathing life. Feel that spirit. And now you're going to keep your dragon. You could do a little ritual around it. You do a little chant. You go, dragon here, dragon now, dragon, you are mine. Dragon here, dragon now, dragon, you are fine. Do whatever ritual that you do to bring life to this little buddy, but you breathe life. So now you're going to keep your dragon somewhere that you can see it and talk to it every day, right by your bed, on your altar, next to your computer, in your kitchen, whatever that is. Because you have to tell your dragon what you want every day. I'm tired today. I need energy. Ooh, I'm broke today. I need a raise. I need something like that. I need whatever that is. Oh, I'm lonely today. Maybe a friend. I can have lunch with a friend. Whatever it is, big or little, you have to ask your dragon. I'm looking for a new job. Lead me in the right directions. Tell me what newspaper to buy, what site to go on to online, all sorts of things. But you have to ask. And then you have to feed your dragon. Yep, yep. Now they don't eat, but they drink, and they drink a lot. So that's why you have to have a tangible little dragon. So you could use anything. I personally get little tiny like chalices, that dollhouse furniture. But the easiest thing most people use is the lid off a little water bottle. So you fill this up with water. Well, mine drink actually whiskey, but your dragon will let you know. Maybe start with water, and you put it right here. Now you will actually definitely notice your dragon drinks more when you're giving it more jobs and working harder, and it drinks less when it isn't. And of course, you're going to go, it's evaporation. Nope, nope. I had three of the exact containers and three of the exact liquids. One dragon drank it in an hour, one in a day, and one in a week. Evaporation doesn't work that way. My dragons actually move around because I have that kind of a house. My dragons like to look out the window. During the day, they slowly turn towards the window. Once they were too far from their water, went closer, went swimming a little bit. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, remember this is your creation. It won't move around. If that scares you or makes you uncomfortable, just have it. This is your little plastic or toy or crystal or statue or stone dragon representing the dragon you have created. Now, if you travel, you could take it with you and feed it, or you could leave it home and tell it you're not going to eat this week, Puff. It's okay. It's not going to starve. It's symbolic. It's like lighting a candle in church or temple. It's okay. Or take it with you. It doesn't matter. Um, but you're going to have a new secret weapon, and you're going to see what it does. Since I've been teaching people this very simple creation of a dragon, again, it's called a fetish, a golem, a servitor, egregore. There's a tulpa, million names for it, good and bad, but you're creating a living spirit that works with you. Now, it's not a spirit guide. It's not God. You have to tell it. You can't say, show me what to do, dragon. No, you have to tell it what to do. Here's a good example. This one girl, she charged her dragon, and she was in an abusive relationship. It happens, stuck because of kids and money issues, an abusive relationship, and nothing she could do or say would make her husband stop. She charged her dragon. She went home. He did it again. But then she realized she never told her dragon she didn't like that. She told her dragon, he's never done it again. That's how it works. My most famous one, and I love the story, you might have heard it before. My most famous story is the LA Dodgers. Yes, a few years back, they were winning really, really. I'm an LA girl. They were winning, winning, winning. And then Sports Illustrated magazine did a special on them, put them on the cover, said best team ever, Dodgers. And then they tanked. They started losing, losing, losing game after game. And then all these Dodgers fans, Dodgers sports people, not anybody who's a witch or a medium, was like, it's the curse. It's a Sports Illustrated curse. Oh my gosh. Because somewhere down the line, and I think this is most curses, perhaps Sports Illustrated did a special on an athlete or a team, and then they tanked. And then it happened again. Once it happens twice, a curse has been created. Not by anybody really, but by the people who self-fulfilling prophecy. So now I was called in again, not by somebody who would normally come to me. I was called in by Fred Rogan, the sportscaster, Rodney Peete, Vic the Brick, all these people, sports radio, Dodgers. And I'm like, okay. So we did my lemon uncrossing spell, which we'll talk about on another show when you want to get rid of energy you don't like, curse or not. We did that, and we got a little blue dragon just like this, and we charged the blue dragon. We chanted to the blue dragon. We danced to the blue dragon, and the Dragons won, and made it to the playoffs that year. It changed everything from winning completely to losing completely to winning completely because they have a dragon. I hope they're still feeding it. This was pretty fun though, because I made LA news, which that's not that hard. I'm an LA girl, but we made ESPN national. So that it was great. Here we are chanting to a dragon on ESPN. And I'm like, this is witchcraft on ESPN. Of course, their angle was a little bit like, here's what the crazy people in LA are doing, but it doesn't matter because it works, those crazy people in LA. And my most magical and most showing the power of a dragon. The dragon will show you what power they have because they have the power you give it. As much faith as you have, like we always talk about. One girl, again, talking about taking your dragon or not, she left her dragon at home. and not going to feed you this week. Take care of my family at home, my animals, my house, everything else, and take care of me and my friends in Las Vegas for a girls' music weekend. They went to Vegas. It was a big 2-day concert. The first day was great, hanging out. Second day, they're at the credit, hanging out. She grabbed her 2 girlfriends like this, and she said, "My dragon said we have to leave right now." And her girlfriend's like, "Are you crazy? With what we paid for these tickets, whoever is on stage, and you have a dragon?" She had to drag them out. Moments later, that horrible massacre at Mandalay Bay happened, right where they were standing. The person, it was like a fishbowl shooter, boom, 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 into the crowd. She said her dragon had a voice. Her dragon literally said, "Leave now." She literally drug her friends. So that's how strong dragon magic is if you give it that power. So your dragon might have an outside voice like that. Maybe they sound like they're from Jersey. Maybe they sound like they got an English accent. What, just like you set up your Siri, or it may just, you might just hear it in your head, like, I should turn left here. I should call my mother. It's your creation, but no, it's as big as you want it. Your dragon might be in a little plastic or rock or crystal thing, but it'll be as big as the planet if you let it. So create yourself a dragon. You want to know more? I actually explain it in my book, Old World Magic for the Modern World, which you can get on my website or on Amazon. Amazon has it in print or ebook or audiobook, and there's all about dragons right in there. And I also have videos of it on YouTube, I think, and one of my old newsletters. So no excuse. Get yourself a dragon and you have a new superpower. I promise. That's your magic for today, because magic is everywhere. Sometimes you just have to create it and breathe life into it yourself. And sometimes it has wings. Magic's everywhere.